I got people that think I'm a jerk. He talk too loud. He's screaming and hollering. I can't take it. It's not for you. It's not for you. But it's enough people who are for me.
Yes.
It's enough people who are for me that I'm number one in the world. That is enough. But trust me, it's a whole lot of people that can't take Eric Thomas. And it doesn't bother me. I'm not for everybody. But I am not going to not be my authentic self to make you happy. I get one life, and I'm not living mine to make you happy. I'm living mine because my time is ticking. And when I die, I want to be able to say I enjoyed the one life that I was given. So help people, and it's gonna come back to you, bro. I promise you.
And I asked that because well, one of the things I hear all the time, oh, you can't sleep that little, you can't do that. And I was sleeping, I go 3-4 hours of sleep, and I was very driven. So then I start trying to change it for people, and it's kind of refreshed me from being here, not to do that. Don't let them dominate my life and my time. So I was just kind of curious about that.
I'll tell you mine, but you only sleep to recharge and refresh. So when people say 8 hours, like, bro, no one human is the same. Right. No one human needs exactly what another human needs. So for some of us, we're not wired, for 8. I could take a 10-minute nap, and I'm telling you, I'm ready to go. My wife needs like 3-hour nap. Like she got to put on the gown, the whole 9. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I'll see you later. That's like sleep, what you doing right there. That's Rhema. You going into a whole other realm, So for me, winter months, 9:30. I might get into bed about 8, sleep about 9:30. Me and my wife talking, whatever. Summer, probably like 10:30 because the sun goes down so late. Okay. But I've been doing it for so long that my body is like whatever you get, right? Every blue moon, I may take a 5-10 minute nap during the day just to kind of, charge. But I just don't need a lot of sleep. But if you need 8, that's not a problem. I don't think it's how many hours we're up. I think it's what we're doing in those hours. It don't matter how many hours you're up. It's what you're getting done in that time frame.
True.
Yeah, great question.
That's great question. That is good.
Can I say this? I'm sorry.
Yeah, please.
Not only rest, we need to get mental rest. So during the pandemic, it was tough. I wasn't able to get on the road. I couldn't touch people. And my son was going through a challenge. And my son would call me, and as he was going through this challenge, he's young, he in his 20s, so, a lot of it he's trying to, answer questions in life, figure out stuff, whatever. So he would say stuff to me like, that was hurtful. Dad, you was controlling, you did this, that. I'm like, what? You went to Michigan State, I paid for you to go. Like, are you kidding me? Like, there's some entitled stuff. So I found myself, though, being like bothered. Like, I can't believe my son calling me on this. And so what I had to do was I had to detox mentally. And every Friday night I would go into my wife's prayer closet. And the things that I heard during the week that weren't healthy for me, I put those words in the atmosphere and released them, and then said, you're not a controlling father. You're a loving, caring, protective father. You love your son and you want the best for your son. Amen. And I would just be in the closet saying, somebody said, E.T., you just loud and you get. No, I'm passionate. I care enough about you to tell you the truth and not lie to you for money. So I love you. I'm shepherding you. And it just hurts because I'm telling you the truth. And I had to tell myself that. And I'm telling you, the first night I did it, man, I just pretend like God was holding me. I was in a fetal position. I just felt like God was just holding me and caressing me. And literally, I woke up like 40 minutes later after the process. I didn't even know I fell asleep.
Did you, this is personal for me, but did you find, God wakes me up at 3 in the morning and I get mad at him. I try to go back to sleep. I get mad. But it's like he wants to wake me up and have me talk to him, pray with him. And it got to a point where I just didn't want to talk to him because I'm like, what do I got to say that you don't already know? And so I stopped talking to him for a while. And I feel like I got to get back to that process because I will never be the greatness that I'm meant to be until I make that priority. And so you're inspiring me on that, to make that the absolute priority over everything else and let it work out. Because, the intention is we all want to make wealth for our family and all these things. But I find that my absolute center focus is on that rather than on God. He kind of gets the leftovers at the end instead of the first fruits. And so you're challenging me to change that. Do you find that there's some significance in being woke up at 3? Because here you're talking about getting up at 3, and I'm getting woke up at 3, and I'm going, man, so I mean, obviously there's a spiritual piece to that.
Yeah, it's funny. Chance and I was talking earlier today, and we just started our relationship, and he was saying, man, E, when I call you, you pick up on the first ring. You feel me? You pick up on the first ring. He was like, yo, I know how busy you are. You pick up on the first ring. If that means something to us as humans, I pick up on the first ring because I want to hear from him. God wants you to pick up on the first ring. The first ring is at 3 o'clock in the morning. He don't want you to hesitate or play. He wants you to pick up on the first ring because he wants to talk to you that much. He's God and can talk to anybody he wants to talk to, but he wants to talk to you at 3 o'clock in the morning. He already knows. I think we all know. I've been married over 30 years. I know my wife like the back of my hand. Knowing has nothing to do with fellowship. He wants to fellowship with you. That's different than knowing. Yeah, he knows, but he wants to fellowship. He wants to spend time with you. And so why rob him of that? Answer on the first ring. If it said 3, get up. If it said 2, get up. And guess what? You can always go back to bed. You ain't got to stay up the rest of the day. Once y'all finish talking, go back to sleep. Right? But whatever you do, it's not wise to keep the Savior waiting. It's not wise. And he loves you enough that you didn't respond, and yet he called you again through my presentation. He's giving you another opportunity. Take that opportunity. Yeah, take that
opportunity. Yeah, right here. Also, this will be the last one, okay? And then I'll take ET out.
I see you.
Appreciate it. One, I want to thank you. When I started the insurance industry like 9 years ago, I was broke as could be, just looking for an opportunity. And your mixtapes got me through a lot of tough days. They were awesome in my life. So it's an honor to be able to ask a question. For me, I would love to know, I'm at a point now where I'm blessed to have done pretty well in the business, and I enjoy helping people that were in my position figure out how to make money in the industry now, whether it's learning how to sell a bunch or build an agency or whatever. So we're starting to put out some content. I would like to hear your creative process when you were putting out content, especially early, to continue to come up with relevant info. And then maybe, if you wouldn't mind touching on maybe some of the mistakes along the way.
Yeah, nothing creative, just listening. You'd be shocked. You'll be shocked. Chance, when we talked about like how to create content, right? We were sitting down. And I just showed him what he sent me. I was like, I ain't getting deep. This man know the industry. He know what the challenges are. He knows what you guys need to hear. I don't need to come here and try to be deep. I just sit at the man's feet and he tell me what needs to be, and then I come and say what he said is what's important because he cares for y'all, loves y'all, and because he's where he is and he knows what he's done. He said, Eric, this is the stuff you need to talk about. The Creator blessed us with 2 ears and 1 mouth so we could listen more than we talk, but we talk more than we listen. Everything you need to know, they will tell you. Everything. You put a video out and you don't even have to ask, but if you put a video out and go, hey guys, my intent is simple. I'm trying to help you build a business or take your business to the next level. Let me help you. Write me at so-and-so and so-and-so.com. They will write you and tell you and exactly what they ask you. You go do your research on that and you come back and you talk about that. That's all you do. And they're going to keep telling you. And they're going to keep telling you why. And again, I don't mean to be disrespectful. Please don't hear this the wrong way. But most marriages end in divorce or have an affair, not because that person was a better person than you were, but they listened. They just listened and you didn't. And your wife loved the fact that they listened. And they end up building a relationship because that you listened and they didn't listen. It's not rocket science. Most of them is not this person was just making more money or this person was, you'd be shocked sometimes like him, how did he take my wife from me? He listened. I'm not trying to be funny, I'm being real. Right. He listened. That's all he did. He's like, yeah, no question. He wasn't saying a lot. He wasn't talking a lot. He just was like, yep, absolutely. I know exactly what you're saying. Y'all think I'm playing. I'm not playing. I'm being serious. They don't end the divorce because you were a rotten, terrible person all the time. You just was killing the game. You were just busy traveling the world making money. And there was somebody that was there when they needed that person to be there. People will tell you everything you need to know to help them when you listen. Some of the sickest people in this earth were able to create these cults because people were in need. I mean, Jim Jones, he would pray on people whose family members died, and he did grief counseling because nobody else did it. And gave them, David Koresh was like, had groceries for years. You just got free groceries and you had a community. I mean, it's sick, but they met a need. Maslow's higher. So when we meet people's needs, we shouldn't be manipulative, but people need their needs to be met. When we do that, we don't have to do anything else, and they will come to us. He just said it. Yo, E, I don't take for granted that my man is helping you. I might be able to do it better. I'm all ears. Talk. I'll tell you what he's doing. If you can do better, let's go. So listen to your people. Don't worry about nobody else's. If you have 5 people to listen to you, take care of the 5. If you have 20, take care of the 20. And those 20 will tell 20 more about you. So you don't have to be creative. Tell them what you want. Tell them what you're here to do. Leave a number for them to call or somewhere to email. Listen to what their needs are. Meet their needs. And man, you'll become number 1 in the world just because you listen and you authentically and genuinely. Man, there's people that can't stand ET. There's people that look at me, bro, still businesses be like, I'm not fooling with you. You wear a hat and gym shoes. I don't need them. I got enough people that want me like I am. I got people that think I'm a jerk. He talk too loud. He's screaming and hollering. I can't take it. It's not for you. It's not for you. But it's enough people who are for me.
Yes.
It's enough people who are for me that I'm number 1 in the world. That is enough. But trust me, it's a whole lot of people that can't take Eric Thomas. And it doesn't bother me. I'm not for everybody.
There you go.
But I am not going to not be my authentic self to make you happy.
Awesome.
I get one life, and I'm not living mine to make you happy. I'm living mine because my time is ticking. And when I die, I want to be able to say I enjoyed the one life that I was given. So help people, and it's going to come back to you, bro. I promise you.
So good.
Thank you.
So good. Give it up for ET, okay? Thank you, buddy. Hey, if you enjoyed this, I got another one you're gonna love. It's right there. Click on it. See you in there.
Go on the board with you and your partners and write down a list of 40 words on the wall, okay? Then I type in life insurance, then I go filter, put a view count. So